So what is money? Uh, what role does it serve? Why do we use it? And more importantly, how is it chosen? Well, to start, let's take a look at a process known as barter exchange. Barter exchange is just exchanging one good or service for another directly without anything in between. And if we take a very simple economy, let's say just 6 items, uh, this economy is actually going to have 15 individual pricing relationships. Now, as you can see, this is an exponential uh, equation. For every additional item we add into the mix, the number of exchange rates grows disproportionately. So it's very similar to network effects that we discussed earlier. If we increase that number to just 500 items, we now see there are almost 125,000 different exchange rates. For context, the average US grocery store has about 30,000 unique items. So you can see that barter exchange is just infeasible for a complex economy of millions of items. So what do we do? Well, this problem is known as a coincidence of wants. And what we need is something in the middle of a transaction to intermediate every exchange. This item that we use is termed money, and it is simply the most saleable good within a society. So what does saleable mean? Well, here's the definition of salability, and it's the extent to which something can be easily sold. We'll go into a little bit more detail, so bear with me. Salability has a couple of dimensions to it. So something might be saleable across space, so distance, or it might be saleable across time. Now, prior to Bitcoin, we had to choose a form of money that could only optimize for one thing. Here's a different way of looking at it. And what you'll come to see is that Bitcoin kind of solved this trade-off in salability. I'll just read a quick quote from Michael Saylor that illustrates this quite well. He says, "The magic of Bitcoin isn't the transfer of money to someone 10,000 miles away. It is the transfer of money to someone 10,000 days away." So what we choose as money is not random. It's not a collective hallucination. It is the result of every person individually making an assessment of all available monetary goods. So what exactly is that assessment, you ask? Well, we'll take a look at monetary properties next, and that will give you some idea.